Well, I thought it was time today to address the Britain's Got Talent nonsense that happened recently and the backlash that has followed it, which has been pretty big, I have to say. There is a group who won the show like 10 odd years ago and are now almost completely irrelevant with the exception of this show who brings them on from time to time. They are called Diversity, which is laughable considering the way they have acted here. In my opinion, they should be renamed Blackversity or just race baiting tosspots jumping on the bandwagon to gain relevance. Take your pick, which you prefer. Well, their politically charged dance routine that was pumped out to family audiences around the country by ITV caused over 1,100 people to complain to Ofcom so far, and I expect more are still flying in as we speak. Now, since this revelation, the group's leader and creator of this routine came out attacking those who don't care for his politically charged virtue signalling bullshit, because criticising these race-baiting fuckpigs is naturally racist and makes you a bigot. Despite, of course, the entire BLM movement's leadership making white supremacists look like the fucking Teletubbies when it comes to being racist. Take Oxford BLM cumbucket, Sasha, I wish I had white slaves Johnson for an example and you will see what I mean. Anyway, Politicalite picked up on this tosspot whining and the British public telling ITV to stick its political messaging straight up its woke arse with this article here headlining. Only Black Lives Matter. Ashley Banjo brands angry #BGT fans hateful and ignorant after massive BLM backlash. Ofcom has received a whopping 1,000 complaints about Diversity's politically charged Black Lives Matter dance routine on a non-political family show. But Ashley Banjo has said that angry viewers at a violent political performance on a family show are hateful and ignorant, because obviously this guy is a snivelling shitweasel, it goes without saying. Yesterday, Politicalite led the way in reporting what Brits really thought of Ashley Banjo's woke joke of a performance that sent thousands of viewers reaching for their remotes to turn it over. Which is exactly what I would have done if I would have ever watched this complete and utter garbage, but I never do. I think I'd rather guide my dad into my sister than watch this utter crap, even without this politicised bullshit. Ofcom said in a statement, we have received a total of 1,121 complaints in relation to last Saturday's Britain's Got Talent, most of which related to Diversity's dance segment. If you can call it fucking dancing, that is a stretch in my opinion. We are assessing the complaints against our broadcasting rules but are yet to decide whether or not to investigate. I am willing to bet they won't because obviously they will be labelled racist and then back down anyway. The group reformed for the return of the talent competition semi-final that has seen the long-running ITV programme ditch its usual studio audience due to social distancing rules. Probably a good thing they did because these arseholes likely would have got booed off the stage by the people in the stands. Which also explains likely why ITV let it go on. I'm sure they wouldn't if there was actually a studio audience there. Viewers who compared the setup to a notorious Black Mirror episode could now see just how talentless and unfunny the overpaid judges are without a real live audience, with ITV being forced to dub canned laughter, video link fans and fake cheers into the show to give the woke joke of a programme some atmosphere. Which is rather funny. I bet the bosses there were in complete shitfits when they realised they wouldn't have screaming idiots in the crowd who just cheer even when people are shit and the judges are a complete bunch of losers, which I'm sorry to say 99% of celebrities are at this point. Thames and Psycho producers allowed Diversity to perform a politically charged dance routine that promoted anti-capitalist rhetoric, promoted communism, and included a highly political performance based on the violent far-left anti-Trump Black Lives Matter protest in the UK and America. Because obviously so many companies in this country think that what happens in America is relevant here and they have to jump on the bandwagon when, as I've said before and is common knowledge at this point, most of the country do not support it. Shit, from what I can tell, most black people don't even support it. Take a look at the rallies and how little the black community has actually bothered to turn up. Ashley Banjo, whose dance troupe Diversity won the hearts of the nation with their talent back in 2009 and won the ITV show, so it was actually 11 years ago that they were relevant, not now. Shocking fans to beat someone we don't really care about who actually gives a toss. Banjo responded to criticism of the routine and doubled down on the politically charged performance and accused those angry at politics being involved in a family show as hateful and ignorant. As we already know, we read that earlier. So much to say, but I'll just let the performance talk. Well, let it talk. It talked a load of shit at the end of the day. Thousands of messages of love and support. Thank you, said the guest judge. So he was also a guest judge and got to choreograph and do this piss poor political performance for a race baiting organisation that, like I've said, no one really supports. For the thousands of messages of hate and ignorance, thank you. You highlight exactly what needs to change. Yes, we're highlighting your race baiting bullshit, and that needs to change. Though I wouldn't expect it to. The government is hardly strong on these matters, let's be honest. The Political-Eye article ends up with, we suggest viewers keep up their boycott of ITV's biggest show and send a message to the wokies in London that we are fed up of politically correct propaganda being shoved down our throats. Which I 100% agree with, and I will also include the link for you to complain to Ofcom about this shit show. Let old Ashley Banjo piss and whine like a tosspot that he is, we don't actually care. Idiots like this complete wankstain are no different, in my opinion, to Sasha I Want White Slaves Johnson and the sort of bullshit that she comes out with. Both, in my opinion, are septic spots on the arse of humanity.
We're off!